The question is old as time. What do you do when you don't have anyone to play tennis with? Today, I'm going to give you 4 different ideas of different things you can do to improve your tennis when you don't have someone to play with. The first thing I want to talk about is the tennis wall. I do want to mention that there are timestamps in the description below, so if you want to skip around the video, feel free. I personally think you can have an excellent workout on the wall. I love that the wall is free, so it's really very accessible, and also you can work on your forehands, backhands, volleys, serves, really so much of even overheads. You can do so much with your game on the wall. There are some pros and some cons to it, but I do think it can give you an excellent workout and really help you stay in the tennis game. I think that having a target can make your wall practices more focused, and also having drills that you're aiming for instead of just trying to hit as hard as you can. I have made a couple videos about some tennis wall drills that I like to do that I'll make sure to include in the description below if you want to check them out for your next wall session. So depending on what you're looking for from your session, I do think there's a lot of benefit from something as simple as a tennis wall. On another note, a lot of people mention that they have a hard time finding a wall. So I'm going to share with you guys a website that I use to find new tennis courts, and it also can tell you if a tennis court has a wall nearby or in the same park, and also if the courts have lights or not. I always find that quite helpful. So if you guys do have trouble finding a tennis wall, this website is called tennismaps.com. I'm going to put a little screenshot actually right here. Are backboards there to play and warm up on. So if I don't have somebody to play with, I feel like you can get such a good workout by hitting against the wall. I mean, there's one thing that's for sure is that you can be the best tennis player, but you'll never be better than the wall, which is such a testament at how useful this tool can be. So the ball machine. Now this is a bit different in price, but if you can find a ball machine that you can rent, sometimes tennis centers have them for rent, or simply purchase a ball machine, I think it's an excellent investment. There are some pros and cons, the pros being that you can use it basically anytime you want as long as you have access to a tennis court, and you're going to get consistent practice, which I think is pretty excellent too, because the ball machine is controlling the type of ball it's going to be giving you. So it'll be around the same spin, around the same pace, in the same direction. So that's great for practicing different drills. Cons are obviously if it doesn't oscillate or move the ball around, then you're going to be stuck in the same location. Obviously you have to charge the battery or you have to find a way to connect it. They are expensive and they can be heavy. I mean, there are some that are more lightweight than others, but overall I would say they're generally pretty heavy. So, transportation isn't necessarily as easy. So those are my pros and cons. I think that if it's something you can afford, it's definitely an excellent training tool, and I think it's a lot of fun and it can give you a really good workout. So in this video, I shared a couple drill ideas you could potentially try, but if you guys are interested, I'd be happy to record a longer version of it where you can get some drills that you can do with the ball machine. Another thing you can do if you don't have somebody to play tennis with is you can start practicing your serve. Now there's lots of different serve drills you can do. It's certainly an excellent idea to start practicing your second serve if you have some extra time. I mean, independent of not having anyone to practice with, I think that's a generally good habit to have. A nice way to try this out is to put some cones in the corners of the service boxes and try and aim for them. I've rarely showed my serve on this channel, so here are a couple videos of me serving. Another thing you guys can check out is something called a fill-in drill. So I tried this out for the first time a couple days ago, and honestly, it wasn't my favorite product. I wouldn't recommend this, but if you really have nobody to play with, this is definitely a fun way to use up some time. I would be pretty careful about using this product though, because I don't want to recommend something that it's going to hurt your tennis game. And I think if you use this fill-in drill training tool long enough, you could develop some pretty bad habits. So I've seen this a lot on social media, and that's one of the reasons I also wanted to bring it up and give it a try myself. I did give a longer and more in-depth review on my channel. I'll make sure to include the link in the description below. So what the fill-in drill is, it's just basically a tennis ball on a string, and then it's attached to this thing that works as a weight. So you put water into this blue sort of weight bucket thing, and then you're supposed to unravel the string and you start playing tennis. So it took me a little while to figure out how to use this thing. I still don't know if I got it 100%, but I was thinking that the ball was coming back a little bit too quickly, so I decided to make the string a little bit longer, and that gave me a bit of a better experience. So as we're nearing the end of the video, I want to say thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.